And that's when this guy was like, he was an investor. That's when he was like, I've seen this happen a million times. He's like, I always tell my agents, if it's a bad appraisal, he wants us to challenge it and do stuff.
Yep.
So he's usually been right too, which is weird.
Dude, the worst
almost
appraisal.
annoying.
Yeah, I get it. I totally get it. I had a property in Brigantine that I flipped a couple years ago, and that appraisal, I'll mess up the numbers, but it was off by like $130,000 of what I thought the value should have been. And I went back to the appraiser, and I had done a bunch of loans through this lender before, and I don't even know if it was the same appraisal company or not. I guess not. Whatever, who cares? But I basically said to my lender, I was like, this appraisal is bullshit. Like, there was literally a house directly behind mine, same size, same house, same footprint, same everything, that they didn't have like in their report. And I'm like, they're off by this much.
Yeah.
But I was crunched for time, so I couldn't, order a new appraisal if I wanted to. I had to close or my seller was going to walk. So I just closed on it, and I just had to bring the extra money. Luckily, it's very rare that I'm liquid, very, very rare. But I had cash at the time, and I was able to bring the extra, whatever I had to, $60,000, $70,000 into the deal, closed on it. And super quick rehab anyway. It was like a 6-week rehab. And I think I sold for, even $30,000 or $40,000 more than I had thought. So at that point, the appraisal was off by $170,000. And my lender was like, man, I knew you were right. And that appraisal was BS, but there was nothing we could do. Sorry, we couldn't get you more money. Like, they were apologetic about it, but
it's like with anything, you can only, lead a horse to water. You can't make it drink sometimes, whatever that saying is.
Yep.
And it's the same with that stuff. Like, it's not always the agent's fault, the lender's fault, whatever. Like,
there's so many moving pieces, man. There's so many people involved.
There is. That's why I like it too. It's very spontaneous sometimes. I'm a very spontaneous person, so I do that a lot. And people think it's crazy sometimes. Like, because, for instance, I go on these trips sometimes, and I'll get like my girlfriend. I'm like, hey, meet me at the airport at 5 a.m.